The X-Zero Festival is here, guys, and I'm very excited about this one because there is no extra deck, no Hulk or Auroradon in 99% of the matches, which is very exciting. The one thing you are going to get is going to be Floundries and Adventure. Surprisingly, though, I didn't encounter Floundries or Adventure. It wasn't terribly bad. But I'm going to be honest, guys, just use those two decks. They're broken as they are. They're ruining Master Duel. But if you're tired of the snooze fest that is Floundries and Adventure, guys, I bring to you guys a deck that is really fun. It's got a really good win rate. I will put the win rate at the end of the video along with the description of the deck, guys. But anyway, we took it in for 10 matches, did very well. I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to go ahead and skip this first match. This is the second match from when I built this deck and gave it the test runs that I did. This is a 5-turn match, guys. So I'm going to show you what this deck is about. Again, guys, this is all just dependent on the matches I get, the opponents that I get. I've been seeing a lot of Blue Eyes, and I surprisingly been seeing a lot of different decks other than just Floundries and Adventure. So anyway, guys, we got an amazing hand here. The opponent's got an Incantation, which can be really good, especially in this event because the virtual cards don't need the extra deck. But he goes ahead and plays this. Obviously, right off the bat, I know he's going for Blue Eyes so that he can go for Chaos Max Dragon. So at this point, guys, he has got a really good play. He has got a monster that cannot be targeted with effects and cannot be destroyed with effects. And so really good card, guys. But we have Alpha. So if you guys don't know Alpha, guys, we special summon him. Go ahead and return him. Go ahead and use Harpie Feather Duster. Now, guys, I should have used Harpie Feather Duster first. I actually made a really bad misplay here. Luckily, he chose not to activate his Imperm, and I think the reason he chose not to activate it is because he thought that his Chaos Max was not going to be affected by Alpha's effect. Anyway, too bad for him. Luckily, that misplay didn't cost us, but always try to use Harpie Feather Duster first because you never know what that back row is. Anyway, we go ahead and attack here. There isn't much going on here because that Chaos Max. Now, he does do this. He's going to be able to try and play Chaos Max again, but I think he realizes that Alpha is just going to do the same exact thing next turn. Now, that's connection failed. That wasn't connection failed. The Man Rage quit. Alright, this match here is a 6-turn match, guys. It is literally the follow-up match from the last one. We got Harpie Feather Duster again. So consistent in Master Duel. So consistent. I love it. Anyway, we just set a Graydle, set the Mystical Space Typhoon for the field spells or the continuous spells or traps. And so we have that. He goes ahead and plays this. He's able to increase his monster's attack. Not a big deal. Now, guys, I think this is one of the loner decks that you're able to get, guys. Those loner decks, like I said, are very good already. So you don't, honestly, I'm gonna be very transparent, guys. I'm gonna be very honest. You don't even need to build a deck with those loner decks. They're already so strong. Get your free gems. This is more if you want to get out of the way and not have to deal with those boring Floundries and those boring adventures that are just ruining Master Duel for this season. Anyways, that's for a different video. But we go ahead and destroy the back row there because he just said it. I don't want him activating it on my turn depending on what it is. We go ahead and do this, guys. We tribute summon a Kaiju. The reason I did that is I didn't want the effect of the face down card to activate, but I did want to take the life points. That's why we did that. That way he couldn't activate that effect and we would be safe there. So we went ahead and went that route so that we could take the life points and get rid of the face down card. He goes ahead and does this, guys. He had a really good play here. He played that card, brought the card from his graveyard. He was going to return my trap card and return his monster, being able to then use the effect to increase his attack going to 3,000, being able to destroy the Kaiju. But I used this before he did it and returned his monster card, and that was it. He had no more plays. That was GG's. Alrighty, I believe this was also a 6-turn duel. Honestly, to be honest, we drew a really bad hand here. Yeah, the Graydle Eagle is really good. Yeah, the Stormforth is really good. And if we were to take control of one of his monsters, we could then use this to follow up turn, and then go ahead and use his monster on the field in tribute. So we still had a decent hand, but definitely don't like to see Mobius in the opening hand. Anyway, he just sets 3, which is really great. We go ahead and play the Kaiju. Now, I did skip the match before this because it was only 1 turn, but I'm actually going to go back and play. But I want you to see when I do, guys, that makes Harpie Feather Duster in my opening hand 3 times in a row. I just skipped it because it was only 1 turn, but I am going to show it just to show you why Harpie Feather Duster is always showing up in the opening hands, but not just that, but some of the things that opponents are doing. Anyway, guys, he had also a ritual deck. Now, honestly, here he had a really good play, because he has this monster. I can't activate traps or spells till the next standby phase, but he didn't go for the attack because I would just take control of that monster, which makes no sense because I could just crash. But I went ahead and did the Kaiju here. We went ahead, played my own Kaiju, went ahead and attacked, went for life points here, and go ahead and set another Graydle. Now he goes and he is able to find a way to ritual summon again. But again, guys, he realizes that there's nothing he can do. If he tries to destroy one of my monsters with the card effect, I just take control of the monster. If he runs over it, I just take control. So I think at this point he had just surrendered. That was game. Guys, Graydles, they're very, very powerful, especially in this format here where you don't have to you don't have the extra deck in this mode. Where you don't have the extra deck, people aren't summoning all these ridiculous negates and shenanigans. Alright, so this is the match before that 6-round match. I do want to show you guys, if I had played this first and showed you guys the order of these matches, this would show Harpie Feather Duster in my opening hand 3 times in a row. So consistent in Master Duel. And the reason I say that, guys, and I know you guys are probably tired of me hearing this, but Master Duel Shuffler is fake. I don't believe in it. I don't trust it. I don't care what odds you guys throw at me. This 27% chance odds. Not with Harpie Feather Duster. Not with Harpie Feather Duster, guys. And this whole do 100 duels. I'm not going to do 100 duels, guys. It's too obvious. It's too obvious to me. Anyways, so this guy actually, so this might feel like 2 seconds to y'all guys, but he milked the clock. He milked the clock, and we would have owned him. We would have owned him. Harpie Feather Duster would have destroyed his entire back row. We would have Kaiju'd him. I would have set my Graydle. I would have put Capture Device. I would have returned my Kaiju the follow-up turn. He was toast. Anyway, he milked the clock there because he's a milker. Alrighty, so this one here, I don't remember how many turns this one was. We had a really great hand, guys. We had a really, really great hand. So we go ahead and set the 3, set the monster. Now, the only thing here that's really scary is a Harpie Feather Duster, but I have Kaiju Capture Mission, so I'd get to draw 2 cards if he Harpie Feather Dustered me. So I'm actually feeling really good. Harpie Feather Duster, so consistent in Master Duel, so fake. Anyways, guys, if I hadn't skipped that 1 match, you would have seen Harpie Feather Duster in opening hands 4 matches in a row. Anyways, fine. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get to draw 2 cards here. Nope. He's got the Blossom. Alright, so far, Harpie Feather Duster Blossom, he's got a really good hand going on. We're very vulnerable here. Very good plays. Oh, he also got Manju there so that he can search a ritual monster of which he conveniently has. Oh, hold up, reinforcements of the army at 1/2, guys. You see that card so often too. It's disgusting. I'm not salty or anything. I just think it's I just don't believe it. Like, you know, you got Harpie at 1, you got reinforcements at 1, you got him in the opening hand. Blossom, yeah, I could see that. He's got the Maju. Oh, but he so conveniently has also the ritual spell for the ritual monster he just searched. Okay, fine. This hand was just like, I kind of feel like Master Duel just picked this hand and said, here you go, this is an amazing hand for this duel. Anyways, he plays this. He's able now to banish the monster that I want him to attack. He's able to, so he was able to stop our back row with Harpie Feather Duster. He was able to stop us drawing 2 cards with Blossom. He was able to search for his very specific ritual monster, of which he had the very specific ritual spell in hand to play, of which then had the very specific effect to banish our monster that we want him to crash into. Anyway, guys, Alpha, if you guys don't know Alpha, the Master of Beasts, Alpha, the Master of Beasts, single-handedly wins Duel sometimes, and I'll show you how. So we go ahead and play Alpha here. We say, you know what? Blackluster, go back into the hand. We resummon Alpha, go ahead and attack Maju, and now his plays are done. Unless he's very specifically has the spell card in his hand, but he would need to draw into something else here. He plays this and decides to give up because there is nothing he can do against a lonely Alpha. GG's. Alrighty, and the last match, guys, this hand was actually really bad. The saving grace here is we had the Graydle Cobra, we had the Graydle Impact to be able to search a Graydle at the end of the turn, and in case he played a field spell or continuous spell card, we can destroy it. So anyways, go ahead and play this. We go ahead and set. Now, I don't know why I didn't set the second Mystical Space Typhoon. I think maybe I was fearing a Harpie Feather Duster because it's been showing up so consistently. Anyway, we search Graydle Cobra, guys. The mistake here, if you decide to build this deck, is you want to search Graydle Alligator. Why? Because Graydle Alligator's effect is if it's destroyed by its spell, which Graydle Impact does for you. And then you're able to take control of the opponent's monster for free, pretty much. So I go for Graydle Eagle though, because of a lot of people are using effects to destroy cards, and that's usually why I do that. Anyway, so here he's able to search his Pendulum card. Now he uses this, being able to search another one. He actually searches a monster in this case. He goes ahead and plays this. I go ahead and destroy it. He very conveniently has a second copy of Spiral Flame Strike. Okay. Master Duels like that, guys. Have you guys noticed multiple copies in hand of the same damn card? He's got 2 copies of Flame Strike. I have 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. Yep. Anyway, Pendulum summons here, guys. The nice thing about a Graydle is that he's attacking here, which is fine. I'm actually very safe now because now I've stopped him from being able to take any life points. I take control of the other 2500 monster. He can't run over it with the 1200 monster, so he has to end his turn. He goes ahead and does this so that he's able to summon another monster. Honestly, I don't see the point in why he did that. Oh, you know what? He probably did that because he didn't want me destroying the spell card. That way he could guarantee a summon. That makes sense. Anyway, we hit him with this. Go ahead and get rid of that back row because we don't know what it is and we don't want to risk it. We lava goal at him and he says, yep, nope, that's it. Toast. So the plan there would have been to then use the Kaiju for the lava golem so that we could get his attack down. We could set the Graydle, we could take there, and we could actually take 4,700 life points there, or 4,700 life points there. But that's GG's to the opponent. So this here, guys, is the win rate. We won 7 out of 10 matches. Now, I could have been fake and just done these 5 matches, did the video and said, oh, I didn't lose any with this deck, right? That's not the point of the video, guys. The point is to try to build a fun deck that you're still going to be winning more than losing, at least in this case, 7 out of 10 times. I hope you guys have the same experience. If you guys decide to build this deck, let me know, guys. But we won 7 out of 10 matches. If you're new to the channel, guys, I like to be very transparent. I want to build decks that is actually going to do you good. Not build the deck, win 5 matches in a row, and decide, you know what, I'm going to quit there and make a video because I don't want to lose that 6th match and pretend like this deck is just overpowered. No, we lost 3 matches, but it's 3 out of 10 matches, guys. And look at this 19 turn matchup here, guys. This was an intense match, so it's not like we just gave up the duels for free either. Here's the deck, guys, just really quick. You want to add all the Graydles here. I only added 2 Graydle Alligators because I only had 2. But guys, Graydles, if you've been following the channel, are one of my favorite archetypes. Very strong cards. They have attacks, they have effects based on their color here. So for example, green is for spell, purple, or yeah, I guess purple or pink is for trap, and then you have the eagle for the effects, guys. You have Mobius the Frost Monarch, which is really nice because you do need to tribute summon, but if you have a Graydle, they attack into your Graydle, you take control of their monster, you can then tribute their monster for the Monarch here, guys. The thing with Foundries and Adventure, and especially with this event, that back row is like huge right now. It's huge. It's a very big deal, so you need a lot of back row removal. What this helps for. Same thing, Dinowrestler Pankratops helps for that removal, or you can special summon them and then tribute summon Mobius using the Dino. Lava Golem, of course, for the removal of those annoying effect monsters. Mobius the Mega Monarch, same situation there. Gameciel the Sea Turtle. We have 3 Mystery Dust Kaijus. The reason we have these guys is because a lot of the wind statues are being played now, and you can't special summon other than wind, so this will help in getting rid of that. We have Alpha, guys, the key card in this deck. Honestly, if you could afford to have 2 alphas, put 2 alphas. I can only afford to have 1 because I don't have the URs to make it. Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode, just the 1 because it's nice to have, but you don't always want to see it. Harpie Feather Duster, just that 1. You're going to see that card all the time, guys. Don't worry about it. Graydle Impact, that's going to allow you to search your Graydles, plus you want to search for Graydle Alligator to be able to use its effect, to be able to take control of the opponent's monster. More back row removal. 1 Stormforth, because you don't have a lot of stuff you need to tribute for other than 2 monsters here, and maybe an occasion your Kaiju like I did on the matches. Very strong card. Twin Twisters back row removal. Evacuation device to be able to bounce your Kaijus to do a Kaiju loop. We got the Omni Negate for the Graydles. Typically you tend to have just the 1 Graydle on the field, so you'll definitely be able to negate anything activated, trap, spell, or effect. Ordeal of a Traveler we didn't get to use, guys. Very strong card, very annoying. Skill Drain, because your Graydle effects will still pop off in the graveyard, but the opponent's effects will not. Escalation of the Monarchs, we didn't use this a single time, guys. This is more to just kind of go with Stormforth. It's also discard fodder for Twin Twisters. It's also bait for the Harpie Feather Dusters. Kaiju Capture Mission, guys, very strong card in this deck because it can be used for multiple things. So for example, if you place a Kaiju on the opponent's side of the field and you don't have a way to out that Kaiju, but you needed to get rid of that effect monster or that monster in general, this will help flip that Kaiju face down, not being able to attack with it, and then buying you some time. Also, if you play a Kaiju, or if you want to Kaiju them twice and you have 2 Kaijus in hand, you can flip their Kaiju face down and then Kaiju them again, because then they don't have a Kaiju on the field because the card is face down. This also helps in case, let's say for example, you summon Gameciel and they summon a 2500 monster. They can now run over Gameciel. You can flip your Gameciel face down, now giving you a 3000 defense monster on the field instead. And not just that, but if it gets destroyed, you get to draw 2 cards. And it also gives you counters in case you need to go the route of the counters with the Kaijus, guys. Just overall very good. But this is the deck. Let me know if you guys decide to use it, how it goes for you, and if you have any advice or just any suggestions for changes. Thank you guys so much. Please sub to the channel, like, comment. I would really appreciate it. It helps massively. Y'all have a good day.